After 203 years and millions of people passing through its gates, yes, I am talking about the Topsfield Fair. I am here in 2021 after the fair took a hiatus last year for the first time since 1944, and I am here to celebrate what's wonderful about Topsfield Fair, right? There's giant pumpkins, there's baby chicks, there's baking displays, there's live music, there's all the fried food you can eat. What more can a New Englander ask for? So David, here we are at the Topsfield Fair, opening day.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about the history of one of America's oldest fairs.
Yes, we are America's oldest fair. It started in 1818, and this marks our 203rd year of the Topsfield Fair. And what we really pride ourselves on here is that it's a mixture of the traditional things that people love to come back and see and do year after year, as well as mixing in new things. People come back for lots of different reasons, whether it's to go to the flower building, the poultry building, see the cattle, see the horses. The giant pumpkin contest has become a huge thing, and people want to come and have their picture taken in front of the giant pumpkin. So as you know, we didn't have a fair last year. We weren't allowed to have a fair because of the pandemic. So I think there's a lot of pent-up demand. I think we're going to have a lot of people coming to enjoy the fair.
How many people do you get each year here at the fair?
We range anywhere between 400,000 and 500,000 people.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a big fair. There's about 700 volunteers that work at this fair, volunteer at this fair every year, coming back. And if we didn't have those volunteers, we wouldn't be able to run the fair.
So here in the sheep building, as you can maybe hear and definitely see with Linda, the superintendent. So Linda, all these sheep here. Tell us about some of the different fun activities you have over the next week and a half.
We start out with the obstacle course tonight, which is a person leads their sheep through a bunch of different obstacles, jumps.
Sheep obstacle course?
Yes.
Wow. How many sheep altogether?
We have about 18 different breeds,
Okay.
and there's a good couple hundred here.
So what do you look for in a prize-winning sheep?
Every breed is different. It's kind of like a dog show where every breed is judged differently. They're looking for their breed characteristics. They're looking for a lot of muscling in that sheep because that is where you get lamb. And some of the breeds are more of a wool breed, and that's where you get your sweaters and mittens and things like that. So they're judged on their wool. And then just conformation-wise, they're looking for straight legs, nice top line, things like that.
So one of the Topsfield Fair's newest traditions is the hot dog eating contest here at the B'nai B'rith booth, and I am here with Mark and Corey to learn more. So how did you guys come up with a hot dog eating contest?
Well, what's a hot dog? I mean, what's a fair without an eating contest? This is a quarter-pound all-beef hot dog, not any of those 2-ounce wimpy hot dogs that they have at the Nathan's Fair. This is a real big hot dog, and in 7 minutes, we try to see how many people can eat as many hot dogs as possible.
Looking last year, some people eat over 10 hot dogs over the course of these 7 minutes, and I don't think I could ever do that.
The record in 2019 was 9.5 hot dogs. So think about this, 9.5 hot dogs. A 4-ounce hot dog is equivalent of 2 hot dogs. So that's almost 19 hot dogs in 7 minutes. 19 traditional hot dogs.
Get an Oy vey sandwich?
You most certainly can. Ordering an Oy vey sandwich! Oy vey!
Now I just want to talk about one more thing.
Sure.
One of my favorite things, your Oy vey sandwich.
The Oy vey sandwich is on a bulky roll. It has my mother's famous Jewish brisket. Then we top it off with hot pastrami. We then add a potato pancake. We then drizzle it with chili, put a bulky roll on top, and you get a pickle to go with it. We sold 400 of them. 400 2 years ago. It's insane. And this is how we finish off our Oy vey sandwich.
One of my favorite stops at the Topsfield Fair is always the chick building. Well, poultry building?
Poultry barn,
Yeah.
yes.
But the best part is the baby chicks, which Dave Costello has right here. What goes into having all these little babies here?
Well, we incubate. We start about 17 days before the fair. When we put eggs, we fill the incubator. So we hatch about 150 chicks every day of the fair. And then we have these 3 or 4 day old chicks that we let children hold when we have staff to do so and have their first experience with a young chick at the fair. We have baby ducklings. available right here in this area for kids to hold.
And that's a new thing this year.
That is new. It's the first time we've had them here.
This must be one of the busiest buildings because every time I come, the kids are just surrounding the little incubators there, right?
This corner of the building is packed all the time, from the moment it's open till the end of the night.
Can I try holding a chick?
You can.
Okay.
And you put your other hand right over the top.
Oh,
There you go.
Oh my
And
goodness.
just don't drop them.
so I have found the ladies who are responsible for all of the food contests here at the Topsfield Fair. How do you make a selection among all these great entries?
We get a few judges in to sample and we vote on everything. It has a 100% score and we vote on each category, such as apple pie. It would be flavor, the crust, presentation.
Give me some clues. What is the key to a winning contest entry? Like, what are your top 3 criteria?
Well, we like originality, and obviously we like a product that's done well, not overcooked, not undercooked, following the guidelines. All of the guidelines are set in our premium book. Of course, taste is a big part of it as well. We have a Harvest Baked Treat contest. We have a special contest supported by King Arthur Baking Company. We have our apple pie contest, which is a big one, sponsored by Cider Hill. And we have our parent-child cookie contest on Saturday, which is always a fun one as well.
I'm excited. I'm going to be in them, so I will see you then.
In this building, Coolidge Hall, this is the Home Arts building, and we have folks who demonstrate crafts. We have some beautiful quilts. We have some beautiful, beautiful artwork. It's all well worth coming in to see because some of the work is just absolutely fantastic.
Tell me more about what you're doing here at the Topsfield Fair.
So this is my 30th year. And so set up here, and then I get to play about 9 shows during the week, playing some blues.
I see right here you have like some fair artwork. Did you do this just for Topsfield?
We brought it for Topsfield,
Okay.
yes.
Because you got the chickens and the cows, and this is just perfectly appropriate.
It's a great family here of the people that work here and put all this on, as you see through the whole thing, and it's a family, and I feel part of that.
We got more Haverhill represented here at the Topsfield Fair with Wally's Vegetables. So, tell us a little bit about what you love about Topsfield Fair.
What I love about Topsfield Fair, well, I've been here every year. My birthday actually falls during the fair, so
Really?
yes,
Wow.
falls during the fair every year
What do
because
you
the
do
fair
to
runs.
celebrate a fair birthday?
I work at Wally's farm stand, of course. So it's family business. Wally is my dad. We've been doing the fair for over 40 years. My mom has actually been doing the fair since she was 5, so over 60 years. As much as people come, I think, for the food and the rides and the games, it's an agricultural fair, so people can come and see all the barns and they learn about vegetables, they learn about rabbits, cattle, bring the kids out and teach them some stuff that they probably don't get in school.
What's your favorite thing about the fair today?
That's the toughest question to answer, I think. In terms of the food, I love Leonard's apple pie. I love the gobbler sandwich. I love the pastrami sandwich at the B'nai Birth booth. But most of all, I think it's just watching the people.
Tell me, what's your favorite fair food?
Wally's pickles.
Of course. How would it not be? He can't keep his hands out of the pickle barrel.
German fries.
Really?
Yeah,
I like
and
that.
where the flowers are, where they build all the gardens and things. So yeah.
It is judging night for the Fall Harvest Baked Sweet Treat Competition, and I just dropped off my entry here in the Coolidge building. I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm excited. I haven't entered a baking competition in over 20 years, so we'll see what happens. 2 hours to go.
Five minutes to go, folks, until they reveal the winner of the Fall Harvest Baking Challenge. Right behind those doors, they're doing the judging right now. I'm so excited.
Good evening. So in this evening's Fall Harvest Baked Sweet Treat Contest, our third place goes to Lindsay Paris from Haverhill.
That's me.
It was a good night at Topsfield, you guys. I got 3rd place in the Fall Harvest Baking Competition. So excited. Got to walk around, eat some great food, see some exhibits and some animals. It's wonderful to be back here at Topsfield Fair in 2021. For the Haverhill Journal, I'm Lindsay Paris. Happy fair going.